despite Kenyan sportsmen and sportswomen receiving global praise and recognition for their exploits this past weekend. Little of it, if any, can be directly attributed to government support. Top of the list of those suffering from perennial neglect and broken promises is the national women's rugby team. The Lionesses are qualified for the 2020 Tokyo Olympics despite receiving zero funding from the sports ministry. Ida Waringa has the story details.
The players have kids, they have needs, and you're leaving your place, landlord amefunga nyumba yako, you're going to compete for your country, and watoi wako hawana food, you're going there just to fight for your country without anything.
Strong words from the leader of the pack. What should have been a joyous return clouded by unfulfilled promises.
Everybody's here celebrating us, but what next for Lionesses? What next?
The national women's rugby team returned to the country after a successful outing in Tunisia that saw the Lionesses reach the final of the Africa Sevens and in the process qualify for the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Despite going down 15-14 to South Africa, the Lionesses became the first Kenyan team to secure a ticket to Tokyo 2020. With the win, congratulatory messages flowed in for the Lionesses, topmost being one from Sports Cabinet Secretary Amina Mohamed via her Twitter account. The tweet caused uproar on social media, with many accusing the tweeting CS of riding on a wave that was not of her making. According to the Kenya Rugby Union, a budget was tabled to the Ministry of Sport in April 2019, which was then approved in July to the tune of 194 million shillings. However, the ministry has failed to release the funds to the union.
We are behind in terms of payments. We haven't paid them for 6 months. For the players, 6 months. I think for the technical team is almost 9 months.
The National Olympic Committee of Kenya came to the players' rescue ahead of the tournament in Tunisia. NOC availed 500,000 shillings to facilitate the trip, paid for the team's visas as well as medical insurance. The World Rugby Union provided flight tickets and accommodation. To add salt to injury, the team often trains without proper facilities, and the ladies have not been paid their allowances dating back to March 2019. The irony? CS Amina is the official patron of the Kenya Lionesses team. She was also not at hand to receive the team at the airport. This was the second time she has given the Lionesses a cold shoulder. The CS also failed to keep her promise to meet the team following their World Cup qualifiers in South Africa.
She's a woman like us. We expect more from her than any other person.
It will be the Lionesses' second successive Olympic Games after their Rio 2016 outing. But before that, the Lionesses will shift their focus to qualifying to be a core team in the World Rugby Series.
Kenyan sportsmen and women continue to shine a positive spotlight on the country, despite facing perpetual challenges almost on a daily basis, topmost of that being lack of government support. Ida Waringa for NTV.